So let me ask you a question. During the height of the coronavirus stuff that's still going on now, do you still have the urge when you go into the grocery store to grab an extra pack of toilet paper? Did you stock? I want on a show of hands. Did you stock up? Did you contribute to the shortage? What was the deal? We were afraid that we're going to be locked in our house forever, and that was going to be more important than food. What was the deal? Two new articles came out that looked at this. The Max Planck Institute of Evolutionary Anthropology. Now, this is a bunch of Waldos in a lab that look at evolution. You know, how did our brains evolve? And they look for personality traits that go back possibly to caveman days before toilet paper. So we're going to take a look at this. This is going to be one that's going to hit you between the eyes. If you were somebody that stocked up on toilet paper, you ready? Following the fast spread of COVID-19 across Europe and North America in March, many people began stockpiling commodities, including toilet paper. Some companies reported an increase of up to 700%, 700% in toilet paper sales, despite calls from the government to refrain from panic buying. Toilet paper made its way into the news. In a new study, can't believe they did this. Researchers surveyed 1,029 adults from 35 different countries. That's what they do here at the Max Planck Institute of Anthropology. They were recruited. How do you think they recruited these people? Do you think I pick up the phone? Nope. Social media. They wanted to find out who was out there texting about, I got our extra roll of toilet paper. Between the 23rd and 29th of March, 2020, participants completed a brief inventory, which ranked 6 broad personality domains and shared information on their demographics, their perceived threat level of COVID-19. In other words, were you panicked by this? I think we all were to an extent until Anthony Fauci was found out to be a quack. Quarantine behaviors and toilet paper consumption. The most robust predictor of toilet paper stockpiling was the perceived threat posed by the pandemic. Those that were the most on edge, those that panicked the most, those that needed an extra Xanax fix, bought more toilet paper. Like the, I forget which brand it is, Charmin, where you have the bears that sit there and squeeze the toilet paper. Did you do that? Did you sit in the basement with your stockpile? You know, and I'll never forget this, and this person will go unnamed, but he knows who he is. I golf with him. And one day I had to bring something to him. So I agreed to meet him at one of our clubs at a certain time. So he has one of those classic Mercedes-Benz little sporty kind of things. They're not that, they're like a 2-seater. But they do have a back seat, but not much, you know. And he and his wife were sitting there waiting as I pulled in. And as I got closer to his car with my little bag of stuff that I was giving him, I noticed that every square inch in the back of that car was stuffed with toilet paper because they made it to Costco and Costco just got a shipping in, and everybody else be damned, I was going to get mine. And again, this was somebody whose personality traits to this day are still panicked. Still doesn't want to shake hands. Still doesn't want to hug. Still practicing social media, which is, again, not a bad thing. So this says around 20% of the effect was also based on the personality factor of the emotionality. 20% was that person just a little more emotional than most. People who generally tend to worry a lot, feel anxious a lot, and most likely to feel threatened a lot. They stockpiled toilet paper, made them feel better. The personality domain of conscientiousness, which includes traits of organization, diligence, perfectionism, and prudence. I can't believe I'm reading this article. Anyway, are you super organized? Are you diligent? My wife says I'm late for everything. Are you a perfectionist? Are you prudent? I don't know what that means. That was also a predictor of stockpiling. So when we found somebody that stockpiled, they were threatened by the coronavirus. They were organized people, diligent, perfectionists, and prudent. Other observations were that older people stockpiled more toilet paper than younger people, and that Americans stockpiled more than Europeans. The researchers pointed out that the variable studied explained only 12% of the variability in toilet paper stockpiling, which suggested some psychological explanation and situational factors likely remain unaccounted for. There was some other deep-seated screw that went loose that caused you to do that. The subjective threat of COVID-19 seems to be the most important trigger for toilet paper stockpiling. However, we are still far from understanding this phenomena comprehensively, concludes Theo Topi, co-author of the study. These dudes got paid to do this. Speaking of the Henry Ford Health System, I guess that's, I don't know who that is. This is the headlines. Treatment with hydroxychloroquine cuts death rates significantly in COVID-19 patients. Henry Ford Health System study. You can go find it. Trump was right. We were right. I've taken it. My wife takes it. It's inexpensive, and I'm still here, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. Now, Anthony Fauci. Where does he work? The National Institutes of Health and Allergy. Saturday, June 20th. What's that? 3 weeks ago? Not even. NIH halts clinical trials of hydroxychloroquine, saying they did nothing. These are the flaming idiots that we have relied on to give us information. I said over and over again, one of the reasons that the rates of coronavirus in Europe went down so substantially is that they treated it aggressively, and they did it well. Lastly, going back to China again, nearly 4 in 10 Chinese took supplements during the COVID-19 lockdown period. They were smart enough to protect themselves. Nearly 4 in 10 consumers in China consumed supplements when the country was under the COVID-19 lockdown in March. This is according to the first of its kind study conducted by Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Findings also showed that consumers residing in regions with fewer than 500 cases tended to have a better dietary intake. Those that supplemented properly, those that ate properly, those that were not obese, were not diabetic, had the smallest cases. So again, there was 1,938 participants from 31 Chinese provinces and cities that took place in the online survey in March. Interestingly, people living in places where lab-confirmed COVID-19 cases were above 500 ate like crap, excuse my French, and didn't supplement. Buffered vitamin C, vitamin D, probiotics, something for your lungs like N-acetylcysteine. It's not that difficult to do. I was out today, had to stop in TJ Maxx to return something, and I'm waiting in line, and everybody's got masks on but me. Somebody said something to me, and I said, look, I may not be on the front line, But I'm on the line where I've gotten tested numerous times. And I don't have it. And I haven't had it. And I'm not planning on having it. And I'm protecting myself from the inside out. I'm not stupid. I am not getting that close to somebody that might be coughing. I still don't believe that it transmits anywhere on inanimate objects. That was another false goods that were sold to us by Anthony Fauci. I apologize for not being on some media yesterday, but I'll try to get caught up tomorrow morning, and we'll throw another one out there. Tomorrow we're going to talk about probiotics for sick, at-risk populations. How important are they in helping us in this battle against coronavirus? God bless you, folks. 678-228-8900 is the number here to the office. 678-228-8900. The website, thenutritionshop.net. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.